Hi, I'm Jim Gordon, and you're watching another Small Cap Power discussion on location. Joining us now is Brad Kitchen, the President, CEO, and Director of Secova Metals. Brad, welcome.
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
I'm well, and we should say, Brad, boy, you've been working with Small Cap a long time. You were actually, your first interview was back in 2013, 13 years ago?
Well, it was about 13 years ago, yeah. So about 2008, I think, was the first interview.
Good to have you back.
Thanks.
Okay, let's break things down then. Let's start with you, actually. You bring a lot to the table, a seasoned mining executive with over 31 years of experience in investment banking and heading up corporations, primarily junior mining companies. You take your life from there and tell us what you bring to the table for
Okay.
Secova.
I'm a Vancouver boy. Grew up here, took my engineering degree at UBC. Right afterwards, I took my MBA at McGill. And so I enjoy Quebec very much. Many good memories of Montreal. And then after that, I moved down to Toronto, where I was VP and Director of Structured Finance at CIBC Wood Gundy for about 13 years. Had the chance to come back home to Vancouver, this was a while ago, and bring sort of a little bit of that blue suit King and Bay mentality to House Street. Try and impose some more corporate governance, corporate structuring to the type of junior projects that we've been working on.
Let's talk a bit about Secova Metals for people that may not know of them. Give us a little breakdown on what they're all about, and then we'll move from there and we'll talk more about the individual projects.
Sure. Secova, it's quite simple. It's a gold and silver exploration company. We've got a couple of projects that we're working on in Quebec right now. One of them is the Eagle River Exploration Project, and the other one, which we've just acquired, is the Montauban operating mill.
Let's start with the Montauban. I find this story fascinating. Let's give a little breakdown on what you guys are doing there. And let's talk a bit about 2020 and 2021, and then we'll wrap things up at the end of the segment about what's coming and what you plan for 2022. So Montauban project is the first one we want to talk about.
Okay, so Montauban's very exciting. We've just acquired the company, or the assets of the company, which includes a permit to do processing. There's a 1.4 million ton tailings, which has gold and silver, about 1 gram a ton.
Right.
We have the permits to build a 1,000 ton a day operating mill. So that means we can process probably about 4 years of the tailings. And from that, we should be able to extract about $60 or $70 million. In addition, there's some near surface gold that should continue our production for another 9 years. And that grade is about 3 to 4 grams a ton based on historic resources. So what we're doing is we're coming in, and we are going to be operating, but it's very much like an environmental company. It's not necessarily a mining company. We're taking something that's already there, it's already known, it's very simple, very easy to process, extract the gold and the silver, and when we're finished with the tailings, they're no longer toxic.
Second project we want to talk about is Eagle River next to Windfall, which you were involved with. Give a little background on that and then move into Eagle River project.
Sure. The company I was with before was called Eagle Hill. Now, Eagle Hill took the Windfall Lake project from basically care and maintenance, so nothing. And over the next 4 or 5 years, we until 2013, we did a bankable feasibility study, came up with a resource of about 1 million ounces. And now it's run by Osisko. Osisko took the project over from us. They now have 251 geologists up there. I believe there's about 4 million ounces of gold, and it's going to be the next gold camp in North America.
More information, by the way, at secova.ca. Let's take a little glimpse into 2022 as we wrap up this year, 2021, of course. Could you give us a little teaser, a little glimpse of what you're doing next year? I know you're prepping for the winter.
We are. So, continuing on with Eagle River, what we're doing there is we're just doing an exploration project now. We're hoping to identify new drilling targets for February or March of next year. That should be completed in the next couple of weeks. Then at Montauban, we're really working hard to bring all the equipment that we can into the operating plant. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but we've got a 16,000 square foot operating plant there. We've just completed the engineering for the production plant, and all the infrastructure is in place, and we want to make sure we get the equipment in and ready to go before the snow hits.
He is Brad Kitchen, President, CEO, and Director of Secova Metals. Again, secova.ca. Brad, great to have you back as a guy who's been doing small cap for a long time. It's great to have you here on location. We thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Jim.
You're quite welcome. And I'm Jim Gordon. Thank you for joining us in this Small Cap Power discussion on location. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching.